Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we will be doing this past paper question from 2023. So this is the second, or this is the third last question from 2023 paper, and this is quite a hard circle theorem question which come up almost every year. So we're going to go over this today. So let's read the question. So A, B, and D points on a circle with center O. CBE is the tangent to the circle at D, and work out the size of angle ADC. And write out any circle theorems you use. So here, if you don't write your reasons, then you can't get the marks. So for ADC, this is this angle. So first of all, we need to see what we're given. We're given 51 and 64. And so how would we find this angle? Well, we know ODC would be a right angle because of the circle theorem, angles, a tangent, a line which is from the radius joined to the tangent would make two 90-degree angles. So we could use that. So that means we would need this angle, which would mean we would need to find this angle, which would mean we need to find this angle. So what we need to do is first, let's try and find this angle. So what we know is if we bring this point all the way up there, we get a circle theorem that looks more like this. So this would be 64. This would still be 51, but this angle would move to A. So if we know that that's the circle theorem, angles at the center is twice the angle at the circumference. Some people think that this is that circle theorem angles in the same segment, but that's not right because for that to work, all the corners have to be on the circumference. This corner, O, is not on the circumference. So what we do is we can write out the circle theorem and also find what A BAD would be. So first of all, we can put BAD. We just put a little arrow on that is equal to 64 divided by 2, which is 32. We know that because angles on the center are 2 times angle on circumference. Yeah? So we know that. So what we do is we know that's 32. Now we can find this angle here because we need to find this angle. So what we do is we would say that angle, it doesn't have a letter, so all we can put a letter ourselves. We can name this F, and we can say AFB is equal to 180 minus 100 or minus 32 minus 51, which if you do it, we can do 180. That's the same as writing minus 83. So we know that would be 97. So now we don't need to write that angles in triangle add up to 180 because it says only write down any circle theorems you use, not all your rules. So that's 97. So now we know that if we look at the opposite angle, OFD would also equal to 97, which would also mean that we can find ODA. We're able to find this angle. So we can write that as ODA is equal to 97. You can put them if you want. You can put angles in triangle equal 180, and you can say opposite angles are equal. So now what you can do is you can simply look at this, and we just need to find the last angle of the triangle. So what we do is we do 180, or we label it so ODA equals 180 minus 64, and we had 97 down there. So which is the same as 180 minus 161. So this would equal to about 19 degrees. But here we haven't found that answer because that's ODA. It's asking for ADC. So all we need to do is, we know that this whole angle is 90 degrees. So all we would say is ADC equals 90 minus 19, which is 71 degrees. And then we need to write our reason would be angle between tangent and and radius. Let me just move this a bit down. Equal to 90 degrees. And you just underline your answer to make it clear to the examiner that this is what you get. So here we've solved. It took us, so we found one angle, two angle, three, four, five. We found 5 angles just to get this answer. So you need to make sure that you look closely at which circle theorems it's actually using, because a lot of students always think that this, oh, it's an X shape with 2 lines. That has to mean that it's an same segment, but that's not true. This angle is very common where this angle is just put in a different way to how it normally is. So this point is brought all the way down here. So now it looks more like a X than more like less than an arrow. So that was it for this video. I hope you understand how to do this question. If you have any queries, you can ask me in the comments. I'll try to reply. Also, if you have any other questions you want me to go through, can do those on my videos. So thank you for watching, and I really appreciate it if you subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye.